welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday. So I'm popping on today to deliver a message for the collective today on this Tuesday. I'm going to use the Universal Love Oracle and the Sacred Rebels Oracle today. So let's check in on the energy, what's going on for the collective today. It's now 6 o'clock on the dot. Okay. So what's the energy, please? Okay, we've had a nice shuffle of the cards. So beginning with the Universal Love Oracle. What's the collective energy today? Okay, we're going to get a nice clear message. Okay. So we have divine guidance and celebration. Should we celebrate because we've got both cards in the picture. The bottom of the deck. Trilogy of Light. So let's reposition. There we go. Trilogy of Light at the bottom of the deck. So let's check out our message from the Universal Love Oracle today. So we have divine guidance. Look within for the answers. Follow your intuition, your own inner guidance. Listen to your heart. Follow your instincts and gut feeling. Even if it feels strange, go with that which you feel energetically drawn to. Explore what you feel energetically drawn to. Couldn't speak for a moment. Stop and listen. Really listen. Stop and feel. Really feel. Let yourself go deep. The greatest wisdom lives inside you. Something precious bursts to life. A celebration, a dream comes true. That which you have wanted for so long now becomes reality. This is a time for celebration, a time to contemplate the very nature of life and your purpose on this earth. A time to give thanks to Mother Earth and the universe for their help and blessings. So take a moment now to focus on the Trilogy of Light card. The image on this card symbolizes the template of creation, abstract energy spiraling into formation, drops down into consciousness. Be aware that the wheel is set in motion. An abstract idea that you've had floating around in your subconscious is about to surface in your conscious mind. Pay attention to new ideas over the coming days. One of these ideas is the seed for the beginning of something completely new. So keep checking in on your own divine guidance. Keep checking in to your sacred rebel heart. So, what guidance do the sacred rebels have for us today? Okay, one more shuffle. That's lovely, thank you. So what's our guidance for today? And we have card 29, seeing the real you. And the bottom of the deck, card 32, to have faith in this process. So card 29, seeing the true you. Sometimes we believe that others tell us what we are. That's not what it says. Let me begin again. Sometimes we believe what others tell us we are, as though the self we see reflected back to us through their eyes is truth. Yet the accuracy of a reflection depends on the clarity of that which is doing the reflecting. If the receiver forms any opinion about what is perceived, then what is reflected back to us will at best be distorted. It is not necessarily through ill will, it is just the mechanics of the situation. Even the moon reflects the sun in varying degrees of fullness and clarity. We can learn something of the nature of sun from the moon, but not as much as through direct perception. This oracle has come to you because you have been putting rather too much faith in the reflections others have of you, to the point that you might not be honouring all that you are and all that you are becoming, because you believe too little of yourself. There may be those around you that are able to reflect more faithfully and even have you see more of your own greatness and beauty. These are the souls blessed with inner stillness. In the clear waters of their ocean of consciousness, you can come to recognize yourself with clearer perception. However, there are those who have not tended to their own ocean and are unable to be still enough to genuinely receive and reflect your light back to you. There is no judgment here. Each takes the path of self-healing that is available and appropriate at any given time. However, to attempt to see the magnificence of a sun in a very partial moon doesn't make too much sense. If you are blessed with those in your life who can show you the beauty within, wonderful. Even so, this oracle comes to you with the task you are now ready for. You are to begin to develop the art of direct perception. This is the ability to recognize yourself, not only in the eyes of others, but from how you feel about yourself, how you experience yourself, and how you observe yourself with compassion and kindness from within. This is a step towards a radical empowerment that does not require perfection in order for you to recognize you are lovable and have much to offer. It is empowerment based on the acceptance of all that you are, working with your strengths, tending to your weaknesses, and being loving, encouraging, and nurturing of all that you perceive. As you continue on this journey, you will not only see your human self, but the eternal self within you. This is a breathtaking experience that opens you up to the creative energy that flows abundantly through all of life. It is an experience that takes great preparation, because we must be strong within our own self-love and acceptance to be able to hold acceptance for all of life. This oracle is nudging you into that preparation, for when you have the experience of truly beholding yourself, all judgment, fear, and doubt will fall away, and you will just know yourself to be sacred. Then you will be asked to embrace the deeper journey of sacred rebellion against judgment and fear, and into passionate creativity and unconditional trust in life. This oracle comes with a special message for you. If you are getting confused about who you are and your motives or actions based on what others are saying or how they are responding to you, step back. In your quest to be a responsible person, you may be unintentionally taking on the feelings of others, making their reflections of you more than they are in truth. More often than not, reflections are more about the state of the reflector than what is being reflected. Let those external perceptions go. Can you just acknowledge yourself? Do so and be free. talks about having faith in the process. No matter how powerful we are, how much courage and strength we have, there are times when we can't quite move ourselves along to the next phase of life or creative exploration. At such times, we need some divine intervention, a little help in pulling our trolley along, so to speak. When we are at the edge of our own limits and have no more personal resources, we might be left with only one spiritual power, that excuse me, that of faith. Fortunately, that is enough. As unlikely as it may seem, the invisible help from the universe is often more powerful than the physical effects of 1,000 men. That is because the invisible help is not limited by physical laws. It can shift, bend, and move in ways that defy limitation. It can affect, evoke, and influence situations through invisible but undeniably persuasive means. You are in a situation where you cannot set right the course of events all by yourself. That is not an indication that you have done something wrong, nor does this suggest that you are not strong enough. It is a sign that there is something bigger unfolding in your life, and your willpower will be supplemented by the power of life itself. Sometimes a bigger plan needs to manifest for the benefit of humanity and the earth. You need to shift your perspective to realize that you are part of the greater unfoldment of life, that your individual life serves the greater plan, and that you are not separate from its genius. This is what is happening now. You happen to be instrumental to the greater plan, and as such, you need to accept your position and be moved, while also being empowered and protected as you make personal progress through your role in that grander scheme. This is a time for humility and trust. You need complete faith in the processes and events that are happening. There is nothing to worry about. You will be moved most fully and easily, and with the most grace and assistance through your faithful surrender. Ironically, it is through complete surrender, in total trust, that we become the most empowered. When we are no longer trying to impede the perfection of the greater plan, we can be aligned with and moved by the process. Having faith in the benevolence of life, rather than harbouring the suspicion that life is seeking to catch us out, have a joke at our expense, or carelessly toss us about as though we mean nothing, then we can relax a little. Have faith in the process. Having faith in the process gives you space to be curious about what is taking place and to relax enough to be open to what we are most in need of, even if we aren't exactly sure what that is or how it can happen. the guidance that's coming to you now comes direct from the greater source of life itself. There is now an important opportunity for you to be moved from the situation you are currently in to the next chapter of your life. You can't do it on your own. It is too big a shift. It needs the grace of life to intervene on your behalf. You will need faith though. You may feel as though the wheels of your trolley are coming off, or that they are a bit rickety, but you must also understand that the voice of life is now coming straight to your heart with this message. I have resources you know not of. It is safe to trust in my ways and in my wisdom, for I love you, and I am guiding you into all that is rightfully yours. Know that what is rightfully yours is what your heart truly desires, and you need not fear loss. Nothing that is meant to come to you will be denied, and it is safe for you to let go and allow me to move you. Through faith, peace is restored, and you are able to know this and perhaps have some fun in the process. So let's end today's guidance message with this healing process. So say the following aloud with meaning. I now ask that all disappointing experiences of the past that have led me to believe that life is not trustworthy, or that faith is a silly or immature way to deal with life, be released from my mind, body, and heart. I ask for help to accept that I can and will attract all that is needed into my life at the perfect time and in the perfect way. I ask to be empowered to absolutely receive all that can assist me with gratitude and without shame or guilt. In doing so, I dedicate myself to be a clear, loving, open channel for the flow of life. I know the benefit in doing so is not limited to me, but will flow through so that life can benefit others through me. I trust in this now through unconditional love. So be it. You have completed your healing process. If needed, repeat the above prayer each day to help you boost your confidence that everything can and will sort itself out, whether you feel in control or not. In fact, it can do so more easily when you don't feel in control. So let's repeat this prayer and healing process one final time. I now ask that all disappointing experiences of the past that have led me to believe that life is not trustworthy, or that faith is a silly or immature way to deal with life, be released from my mind, body and heart. I ask for help to accept that I can and will attract all that is needed into my life at the perfect time and in the perfect way. I ask to be empowered to absolutely receive all that can assist me with gratitude and without shame or guilt. In doing so, I dedicate myself to be a clear, loving, open channel for the flow of life. I know the benefit in doing so is not limited to me, but will flow so that life can benefit others through me. I trust in this now. Through unconditional love, so be it. So much love, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our Tuesday tea time check-in. So I shall see you again soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.